Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a should you summon for the new units, Lilie Birth of a Legend and Elie Cheesecake Connoisseur. Let's start with Lilie, shall we? Okay, here we have Lilie. She's a bolt breaker. Mm, let's take a look at her gifts. Her gifts are Air Blessing, boost air damage by 5 to 45%. Chaser Charge, boost damage to stun enemies by 6 to 54%. And Air Damage Boost, boost air skill damage by 3 to 25%. Hmm. Her gifts aren't bad. It's kind of interesting that she has air damage boost instead of bolt damage boost just because she's bolt. But I think they do that so you have more an incentive to like roll for the other characters like Elie, like you know what I mean? So that you have more of a combo to with with other synthesis, so you have more gifts. But no, her gifts are pretty good. Air blessing and air damage boost and chaser charge, they'll all help you do more damage. It's just for different element like air. But not a bad a gift at all. Her colors are blue and yellow. I think she can like match with a lot of people, honestly. No, yeah, her gifts are not that bad. I like Ellie's gifts. Okay, let's move on to the stats now. Her HP is 1568. Her physical attack is 589. Her magic attack is 689. Her magic attack is lower than all the current magic damage breakers that we have, but that's fine because she's just a breaker, so it doesn't really matter. You have your magic damage dealers to do that kind of damage. Her speed is 236, her physical defense is 478, and her magic defense is 556. You know, all her stats are okay. They're not higher or lower than anyone else's, so yeah, I think that's good. Okay, let's move on to Lilie's skills. Her skill 1, it says after attacking, she gives herself a 40% stun damage buff until the end of her next turn. It has a wait time of 100, the range is single, so it's single target, and the power is like 65 and the break is 21. You know, the power and break are okay. I really like the 40% uh, stun damage boost that she gives to herself. It's going to help her skill 2 and her burst do more break. And that's always nice, it's gonna help her break faster. Okay. Let's move on to skill 2. Skill 2 says after attacking, apply a 5% damage received debuff on the enemy with a max stack of 15%. It has a wait time of 200. It has a range of area, which is like AoE. The power is 122, and then the break is 60. The power and the break are pretty good, and I like that she makes enemies take more damage. That's really nice. It's gonna help everybody do more damage. Mm, okay, yeah, she has a pretty good skill too. Now let's check out her burst. Her burst says that after attacking, there is a very high chance of inflicting paralysis on the enemy for 2 turns. It has a wait time of 200. The range is AoE. The power is 240 and the break is 150. It has pretty good power and break. I like that. I like that it stuns everybody. Like I like that it stuns and breaks. If if the enemy can be paralyzed, paralyzed for 2 turns, that's pretty good. That's pretty good because you're effectively making their turns like invalid. Okay, yeah, I like her burst a lot. Okay, let's move on to her passives. Her passives are stun damage for all allies 5% up and darkness resistance plus 30%. I like the 5% stun damage for everybody. That's gonna help the whole team and break things faster. Mm. Oh yeah, I'm liking Lilie. I think overall she seems like a very solid character. The paralysis from her burst, and then the damage up from her skill. I think everything is just kind of nice. She's well rounded. I like her. Okay, now let's move on to Elie. Okay, here we have Elie. She is an air supporter. Her gifts are Strike Curse, All Recovery Bonus, and Recovery Boost. Her gifts are gonna help like make better healing items. They're all right. Like I said, the more characters you have, the more combos for synthesis that you can make. So that's always good. Her colors are green and red. I think she can like combo with some other people that have like recovery boosts and stuff. I think she might be able to help make some recovery items. Yeah, her gifts aren't that bad. Okay, let's move on to her stats. Her stats: HP 1490, physical attack 578, magic attack 634, speed 224, physical defense 567, and magic defense 645. Looking at her stats, none of her stats are like worse or better than any of the current like supporters, so you know, I think I think her stats are fine. Okay, let's move on to her skills. Her skill 1, it says after attacking, she raises all allies stun damage by 2 to 10% depending on how many enemies there are, up to 4 enemies. The wait time is 100, the range is single, the power is 96, and the break is 10. It doesn't feel like she's breaking much, and it doesn't feel like she'll be doing much damage based on like her stats. She's just a supporter. But I mean, it's okay. It's an okay skill. Let's move on to skill 2. Skill 2 says uh, grants a 12% magic attack buff to all allies that lasts for 2 turns, and grants 12% magic defense buff that lasts for 2 hits. And it also recovers 5% of all allies' HP. Hmm. It has a wait time of 270, and it's a AoE, so it hits all of us. Hmm. You know, it sounds like she's doing a lot, but the 12% buff is not significant enough to see a difference. You could really just use items to do the exact same thing she's doing for her skill. So yeah, there's that. Let's check out her burst. Maybe her burst is a little bit better. It says her burst says after attacking, recover 50% of item gauge. It has a wait time of 200. It's single target. The power is pretty high at 500. The break is 93. Mm, okay. Her burst has a good multiplier, but like I said, her stats aren't like high enough to like really matter. She's not gonna really do too much damage. Your magic damage dealers like Riser are gonna do more damage than her, so I don't really know what that's all about. Hmm. Okay, let's check out her passive. Her passive is all allies magic defense +5 and poison resist +30. Um, Her passives are kind of whatever too. You know, Looking at Elie overall, she's kind of all right. She's not really someone that you like want to pull for exactly. She's kind of just a supporter that increases your item arc gauge and stuff. She's just not the best. There's better supporters out there. There's people coming out that are gonna like heal you and increase your like damage dealt. That kind of stuff. Mm. Ellie seems like she's like worth skipping. Okay, I know there's also Memoria coming out. Let's see if we can find anything about that. Um, mm, Oh yeah. I have to put the Japanese Memoria. Okay, okay. Let's see if we can find it. Hmm, all the Memoria look so cute. I want some. Wow. Oh, look at the Resna one. Oh my gosh. I want. Let's see if we can find it. It's a picture of Marie. Oh, it's this one. Okay, it says that her Memoria boosts stun damage by 6 to 52% on attacks that hit all enemies. You know, the Memoria should be good for Elie and like Marie and anybody that, does AoE break. You know, if you can get it, that's great, but like, I don't know. I wish there was an easier way of getting Memorias. But yeah, it's a pretty good Memoria. It will help any breaker that you have that is AoE. Okay, yeah, that should be the whole banner. And for this banner, I would recommend only using your tickets, that you get from the shop. Um, Lilie's really good, but Ellie's not the best. You know, Elie brings down the value of the banner by a lot, definitely. But I wish that their banners were separate. Lilie's so good. But like I said, this banner is only use your tickets and do your daily summons, and that's it. Get out after. I recommend definitely saving gems because honestly, they're releasing characters really, really fast. Like, probably like in the next week and a half, there's gonna be like a new character already. So it's better to save gems for better characters, better banners. Instead of getting someone that's not so good.